Hello traders, welcome to this Bitcoin and cryptocurrency market update. I'm going to keep this one fairly short today because we're well aware of what happened yesterday. I did do the live stream and we do know what levels we're looking for now, both to the upside and the downside, okay? But I just wanted to do a quick video this morning just to go over just briefly some of my ideas. Okay, so I'm going to start off here with the TPO chart. And basically today I'm looking for a range bound day, okay? And the reason for that is you have this big excess at both the high and the low, okay? A big buying tail, a big selling tail on both sides of this profile from yesterday. Now that is going to be hard to break. You will need volume and you will need size to break through either of these levels. And on a Friday, going into a weekend, I just think that's fairly unlikely at this stage. We'll see, maybe towards the end of today when we often get those big moves on Friday evenings going into a weekend session. That could be the time when we're looking for this, but I'm looking mainly for a range bound day today. And yeah, we've seen an example of that already. So we saw the daily open, price moving up, trying to break into the selling tail that we have at the top, and there's just too much excess up there. It's just not got the size to break through that. It's going to be a very difficult region to break. And then what happens, you come back down into your daily open region and we're holding around here, this point of control. And basically just this area of value that we've been in for the past day, really. Okay, so yeah, I'm not expecting really any big moves out of here. If we get a move down, again, I'd be expecting support around this 59,400 region. I do think previous day value area low would provide good support. I don't really see this going down to test this excess at the lows here. However, if it does do that, then there is a possibility that it could hold there at least for a few hours or something. It's probably going to be a lot easier to break it to the downside, to be honest, than to the upside right now. But I'm not seeing a big push to the downside coming anytime soon. So yeah, back onto the normal chart here, okay, and this is what we're mainly looking at. So again, we have big 6% move to the downside, immediately followed by a 10% pump, ridiculous, okay, and then price came straight into what at the time was the point of control, okay, so you pull your fixed range from here down to here just before the move, okay. Put it back a little bit more and there we go, okay, we can see that this point of control was around here. Now obviously that did move, but we're left with this high volume node and our 786 to 83 level, which was, yeah, very good confidence to take a short position off of that after being able to take a, luckily, there was no time to do it, but I did have some limit orders placed down here in order to get into a long position. It was one of those kind of crazy trades that I didn't even realize had happened, then saw the rise and fairly straightforward to get into a short position at that point. Okay, this was a level that we'd been looking at the whole day. And yeah, we hit it, then came back in to, once again, a region that we had identified earlier in the day as being a potential support area, which was 60,300, which then got hit after this big wick down. So everything since basically these crazy wicks has been very technical, and it's, yeah, what you would expect to see so far, really. So price at the moment, okay, we have basically like three key areas of resistance coming down. So we do have this down sloping trend line, okay. Now it's had two attempts to break through that so far. Then of course it had that big rise and it is trying here. It does seem to be holding support around this new point of control, around the daily open. If it can continue to hold that support, then it's just a matter of time before that trend line gets broken. Like even just a time aspect of that, you're not going to get pushed down forever. So just from a time aspect, it's likely that that trend line will get broken. And then we have this anchored VWAP just above. So we're looking at that coming in around 62k. So if we do break that later, what I'd like to see is that flipped into support. If it can bring the anchored VWAP into support, then we would be looking for basically all-time highs again. But still be aware, untapped daily levels here and here, all of which very likely to cause at least a short-term pullback on the chart. And yeah, that's basically the resistance levels we have. So there's quite a lot of resistance to get through. In terms of support, it's a bit more tricky because there's not really much local support anymore, but this cleared through everything. It's showing that there's a lack of liquidity and a lack of bids down at these lows. Now we've had more time to kind of build that support up, and we can see on the heat map just show you quickly. Okay, we can see that this is stacked here. So if we do come into this region, this is just one exchange, but as an example, okay, we are starting to see this support come in, whereas that wasn't really there yesterday. Okay, so we're starting to see the liquidity generated here in order to hold price up at these levels, which could support a move higher. At the same time, resistance above us, very thin on the order book, so it'll be mainly looking at scalps and that kind of stuff, really, if price goes up. So I think it's just a case of wait and see. I'm expecting a range bound day today, and we'll see what the weekend has in store. Now, of course, if we do get a rise over the weekend, that brings the whole CME gap and all of those kind of things into, which could be a bit dangerous on a Monday, but again, we'll deal with those if we have to on Monday, if we do have a gap like that. So yeah, that's Bitcoin. Not really much going on here. Ethereum broke all-time high again today. So again, yesterday on stream, what did we say? Ethereum was going to break its all-time high. It has done that. So why are there no levels on my chart? I have no idea. This chart has gone completely empty. Do I have a chart that does have some levels on it, or is just Ethereum? Let me reload this. I know for a fact I've got stuff on this chart though. Okay. Ethereum doesn't want to play ball. But yeah, all-time high once again on Ethereum this morning. Now you can see that very obvious. Okay. Now what we of course don't want to see once again is what happened last time it broke all-time high. Big move to the downside. This time it has taken out the lows that we did have from that pullback. So we can see here, yeah, we know where all-time high is, it's these wicks. We can see that Bitcoin, that Ethereum did come out, just took out this low on that move yesterday, and now we're seeing possibly the liquidity for a cleaner break on this. We're seeing so far a very small rejection off of there, but again, if it can hold around this area, then we would likely be seeing a breakout on this over the weekend. Once again, very annoying that there's no levels on here. Next real kind of resistance on Ethereum from the BTC pair is this monthly level. Okay, so we're looking up towards this monthly level, which is from back here as a possible area of resistance. I do have an alert set there if that does happen. So again, if we do get that cleaner break of all-time high, come into this monthly level, I would expect a pullback. So yeah, that's ETH. Anything else? Link's another one that's looking good. Okay, it's below this daily resistance. It's looking good, but not really anything major on this at the moment. I think that we're probably, again, if the market remains bullish, a lot of these things are just going to naturally have their all-time high. Litecoin again. Finding a bit of strength here, we can see if this little wedge can turn into this bigger wedge, and we can kind of move on and look for higher prices on that. And yeah, Bitcoin dominance at an area of support. So do we see Bitcoin either rip up higher or really crash and bring its dominance back up again here, because we are at that 0.5. We could go, of course, lower down, and there is the possibility highs of the range, we could be seeing the lows, and we could be seeing a collapse on the dominance chart here as well. Futures, anything moving? Mana. Yeah. Nothing much to say there. The only other thing I do want to cover probably is, I'm going to give it some time again, because everyone always asks for GRT, okay? Always asks for GRT, and it always looks just like nasty, looks awful. But I have taken a trade on this morning, and this is from this retest of the daily level. This is exactly what we were looking for last night. I even drew a squiggly line on my chart last night, which basically was saying, okay, at this point we were around here. I was saying, take out these highs, come back in, test support, and we're looking up here at the golden pocket region. And so far it's happened perfectly. I can bring that up and just show you the chart very quickly. Did I post it? So this is what we were looking for on the Discord. So again, if you're not part of the Discord, please do join. The link for that is in the description below. We have a lot of very nice setups that have been working working really well recently. Okay, so this is what we were looking for. Take the highs, come into support, and we're looking for the weekly. And what has price done? Taken the highs, coming back into support. Can it get this move up into the weekly level and our golden pocket here? That we'll have to just wait and see. It feels weird. I'm taking a long position on GRT, which is just the ultimate wreck moon boy kind of coin. Yeah, it's a weird one for me, but there we go. It's trading, and that's the thing. If a chart looks technical and it looks good, I am very happy to change my bias on that and start to look for long positions, and this is one that I am in right now. Anything else that's maybe worth talking about? No, nothing on here. My low caps, nothing too exciting going on with my low caps today. It's nice to see some pullbacks, although everything's very flat. TLM, decent move. Okay. Yeah, that's the market. That's all I really want to cover today. So, live stream tonight, and I'll probably have another video coming up later. I do want to do, there are a couple of videos I do have planned, so let's see if I can get those recorded and put up online. Thank you very much for watching, and yeah, I'll catch you later. Bye.